Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Past Finelli's Point. Now, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and always hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's get to the point. Now, if you don't know what we're here for yet, obviously this is why we're here. We're here for Winter Soldier, Falcon, Captain America, whatever you want to call it. Pretty sure it's Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I can never, am I the only person who can never keep the name straight? I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to that.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Captain America, Winter, Falcon, Soldier, but whatever, that's what we're here for. And today I'm going to talk about like the overview of the season so far, what I think of it, and kind of some predictions that I believe will happen at the end of the season and what it might lead into. Now, if you haven't caught up, I suggest you don't watch the video because there probably will be some spoiler stuff in here. But otherwise, let's just get right into it. So the first thing I want to say is it just me or am I one of the only people who think these Disney Plus shows are kind of subpar so far? I mean, a lot of people enjoyed WandaVision for its for them trying to do something different, which I'm totally okay with. I kind of enjoyed that aspect of it, but the first 3 episodes were really not that good. In all honesty, the first 2 were, I know they're going for this old school Dick Van Dyke and I Love Lucy aesthetic, but I just don't think that's what people were really expecting from the MCU. And then the 3rd episode was like decent at the very end. Now episodes 4 through 8 were amazing, but they didn't know how to end it. And that's what I'm worried about with Winter Soldier or Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I told you I'm going to butcher the name probably for the whole video. That's kind of what I'm worried about, is how they end it. But to get to the end,
maybe we need to go back to the beginning.
The very first episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier was pretty cool. I really enjoyed the way that it started. I mean, the way that Sam Wilson comes flying through the air and goes through that helicopter, and it was cool to see the leaper back into it, which is played by George St. Pierre, which I thought was very cool. And it really brought me back into this MCU that I know and love, because WandaVision was a little bit different. So now I'm, it got me hooked. I'm ready for this season. And this is, to me, and there's a lot of people out there who their most anticipated show is Loki. This was my most anticipated show. So I have high hopes for the show. But why don't we talk a little bit about John Walker? John Walker is getting all kind of hate because he's not Captain America, and he'll never be Captain America. And let's hate on the actor because, he's no Chris Evans. First of all, he's not supposed to be Chris Evans or Captain America. He's John Walker. That's who he's supposed to be playing. And my God, Wyatt Russell doesn't do it amazingly, then I don't know what you're watching. I mean, he's amazing. Why? Because he makes you hate him. That hate is good. You're not supposed to hate him because he's not Captain America. You're supposed to hate him because of the way he acts. Now, at the beginning, it was more like a misunderstanding, but as the show goes on, it's more so that he's just pretty much a dickhead. And when he does take the serum in like episode 4 or 5, I can't exactly remember what episode. And obviously in the last episode, Sam and Bucky fight him at the beginning and take the shield from him, which was an excellent scene, which I'm hoping we get more of John Walker, Sam Wilson fighting in the last episode. That's actually a prediction that I have, that they will have a big blowout. As far as I'm concerned, one of the best scenes, I believe, in the whole entire show is John Walker in the courtroom getting basically kicked out of the military, and that scene is just so powerful.
My life by your mandates. I dedicated my life to your mandates.
you created me. I lived by your mandates. I did what you asked me to do. And that also reflects on things that happen now when they send these men and women overseas, and they basically build them up to be killing machines, and then they come home, and what are they supposed to do? You made these people, and then they go crazy from what they saw overseas, and there's no help for them. So I think that's very, very powerful. Also, too, a big thing for me is, like, I'm really excited to see Sam Wilson as Captain America. And I believe that is what is in that box. I think most people believe that it is a new suit, but I believe that the Wakandans made some kind of special wings for him that's like nanotech or something. So he just wears like a, I don't know, maybe it's in the shield, and when he, holds the shield, the wings come out. But I'm really excited to see him as Captain America. But a big thing for this last episode was, he goes back and he sees Isaiah Bradley, and, basically saying how, America isn't ready for a black Captain America, and any good black man would not be Captain America and let the government run them like Steve Rogers did. I feel like the way they're doing it is by following the comics, which I think is the right thing to do. I was excited about Sam being Captain America in the comics, and I'm excited to see him on screen. And maybe there is some people out there who aren't ready to see a black Captain America. But you know what? I would say majority of people out there are. I'm ready to see a black Captain America. I cannot wait for Sam Wilson to put on that suit and be Captain America. I'm so excited. That is one of my main, things that I'm looking forward to in this next phase of Marvel, to see what they do with him. Is he going to lead the Avengers? Where does his story go from here? That's a big part of what's going to happen here at the end. Like, where do you guys think this story is going to go? Where is Bucky going from here? Obviously, he still has some things to sort out, and I think that the Japanese gentleman that we saw at the beginning of the show, he's going to go back and set things right with him, even though it's going to hurt that man. At the time, it's going to give him peace of mind, and Bucky is also going to feel better. I think he still has some things to work out, but he's getting there. Overall, his story is progressing over these last couple episodes, which I really enjoy. I think that Bucky's next step is to become basically an agent for the United States, or because they're not gonna follow the comic book where Bucky becomes Captain America, because otherwise they would have already done that, and I don't think they're gonna go that way. I believe that he is going to become an agent like of S.H.I.E.L.D. or some sort of that. That's my personal belief on Bucky. I also believe that Sam is going to be the leader of the Avengers.
Captain Sam, can you hear me? On your left.
I got a feeling he'll be some sort of cameo in Ant-Man somehow. That's my personal belief. Obviously, they got a history.
Hey, man.
What's up, Tic Tac?
Good to see you. Look, what happened last time?
It was a great audition, but it'll never happen again.
Together, so I believe that that's what's going to happen there. Now, another question people have is the power broker. Who is the power broker? And a lot of people believe that it's Sharon Carter, but a part of me believes that, would Marvel make it that easy for us to make that connection that it's Sharon Carter? I feel like no. I feel like they would make it a little harder. Now, there was that scene where Sharon Carter calls the Leaper and sets him up with the Flag Smashers and to get back at Sam. But I just don't think it's that easy. I gotta believe that there's somebody else. I'm personally gonna say that she is the power broker. That is my prediction. She will be the power broker. But if she ends up not being the power broker and she ends up working for the power broker, I wouldn't be surprised. A part of me believes that Marvel wouldn't make it that easy. But I mean, all the signs point to her. I mean, they've done it before where they've misled us and something else has happened, but I think she will be the power broker. Now, you also have Julia Louis-Dreyfus character show up. I don't even remember her name. It's like Vala Contessa or something or other like that. I'm sure I'm butchering it and people are probably laughing at me. But she is Madam Hydra, which I did not know. I had to look that up. But instead of General Thaddeus Ross assembling the Thunderbolts, maybe she does, and John Walker's the first part of that, similar to like your Avengers. I mean, they did make a comment on the banging of the hammer, like in the post-credit scene, which is similar to Iron Man. So like maybe he is the guy who's going to lead the Thunderbolts and they go a little bit different direction here. I would much rather see the Dark Avengers come to fruition. You know, Norman Osborn and all these other characters come to light. But I just feel like those characters aren't in play unless they're going to start like announcing them. And I would imagine that Norman Osborn would have shown up already in a Spider-Man movie unless they bring him in with Doctor Strange. So I guess we'll see, but it seems like they're going the route of the Thunderbolts, that they're going to, bring in those characters, because I can't imagine that General Ross is going to be, I mean, he could lead it, but he's kind of old. So unless they make him into Red Hulk and then he really, they can do it and he can just be, Old Man Ross when he's not Red Hulk. But I believe that there's going to be some sort of hinting at the Thunderbolts. That's kind of where that's going to end at. I'm sure that'll be like the last part of the episode. Some of the other things I really enjoyed about Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, are the callbacks. There's so many callbacks. Like they talk about Trouble Man and Marvin Gaye in the airplane, and how Bucky has Steve's book, and that's that whole conversation on the airplane. How Bucky won't move his seat up.
Can you move your seat up? No.
So there's some good callbacks in there, things that I'm sure that I'm not mentioning. So if there's some stuff that you think of, drop it in the comments. All in all, I think the show is just all right. I don't love it 100%. I feel like the plot weeble wobble kind of ish. So I'm not 100% in love with the show. I like it more than WandaVision. I just think it's okay. I guess we'll see how they end it. If they end it good, it'll probably be better than okay. But another thing that I believe is going to happen, this is my personal belief, I think that Weapon X is going to get name dropped at some point in this last episode. I know that there's been talks about it and possible mentions of Weapon X, and a lot of people say, well, if it hasn't been mentioned now, it's probably not going to be mentioned because they have so many stories to wrap up. The Flag Smashers, maybe Isaiah Bradley's story, John Walker, obviously Sam and Bucky's, even Sharon Carter's story. So you got to see how they're going to end it with all that. But I do personally believe that Weapon X will be name dropped at some point, because I believe that is how they are going to lead into the X-Men. So I'm really hoping for that. Now, another thing that I want to talk about, which I haven't talked about, is Helmut Zemo. He is by far the most surprising character in the whole entire show. He's great. And I really don't like villains that often to be good, because he's still a villain. It's different if John Walker has a redemption story and he becomes good. That's cool with me. But when you know that Zemo is bad and his intentions are bad, I'm not a fan of that. But he's excellent. The guy who plays Zemo is excellent. He's great with his little one-liners and his little jokes and everything like that. And then when he pulled his mask down at the boatyard and just started going fucking ham on people. literally just shooting dudes and blowing guys up and punching people in the face. I mean, that was super, super, super cool. So I really, really enjoyed that. And I'm just hoping that there is another character to show up just to kind of move into something else. But all in all, right now, at this point, with 5 episodes in, 1 through 5, I would probably give The Falcon and the Winter Soldier like a 7. I expected a lot more from it, I think. It gets me back into like the regular Marvel that I like, you know, just like action and suspense and, you know, spies and espionage and different stuff like that. So it is good. If you haven't watched it, you should probably check it out, because I'm sure there'll be some stuff in there that you need to know for future Marvel events. But like I said, as far as I'm concerned, I think so far, from what I expected from WandaVision and Winter Soldier and Falcon, or Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's just kind of subpar to me. I'm hoping Loki is really good. So I guess we'll just kind of wait and see what happens. Other than the Falcon and the Winter Soldier news, I did want to talk about, we did get a ShangChi and the Legends of the Ten Rings
Today, Junior?
trailer today, which is awesome. Really excited about that. Now, I asked a question there is a group chat I'm in with my cousin and one of my really, really good friends. And I asked, are you more excited or less excited after that trailer? And my cousin had said that he was excited and he didn't even watch the trailer. He was already excited, which is true. I'm also excited for it. But that trailer got me even more hyped for ShangChi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And I love Kung Fu movies. So I'm actually really excited for the MCU to bring a Kung Fu guy in there that's not Iron Fist. So, yeah, because Iron Fist was garbage. But, yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with ShangChi. One of the other things I wanted to talk about as well is this week we get Mortal Kombat. I don't know about anybody else, but I am super excited for this movie. And I read an early review, and the review I read said, unlike the original Mortal Kombat movie, which tried to take itself serious but also be a video game movie at the same time, which is what made it not good, this movie is truly and 100% a Mortal Kombat movie. They dive into Mortal Kombat and they truly make it what it is, Mortal Kombat. They don't try and be too serious. So I am so excited. So you're telling me on Friday, I get to watch the final episode of Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, to finish that off. Then I get to watch Mortal Kombat. Fuck yeah, dude. I am so ready for that. And then you gotta wait like 2 weeks and the Bad Batch is out. What? Everything is getting back to normal, somewhat. Things are starting to roll out. Things are starting to get pushed out into the movie theaters. Things are starting to get set dates where they're not getting pushed back. I mean, this is awesome. I'm super excited. This is also going to be able to give me the chance to bring more content to you guys with different stuff coming out. I can do more reviews. I can do more trailer reactions. I can do way more things that I'm looking forward to doing. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to drop some comments down below and let me know what you guys think of Captain Falcon Soldier Winter. And tell me what you're excited for the last episode. But besides that, the video's over, guys.
No!
But don't worry, we'll be back again next week.